welcome to our channel. Today, we're taking you on a journey through the Netherlands, a country known for its stunning landscapes, vibrant cities, and charming villages. From the iconic windmills of Kinderdijk to the colourful tulip fields of Keukenhof, we'll explore some of the most beautiful places this incredible country has to offer. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing. First stop, Amsterdam, and let me tell you, this city is everything I dreamed of and more. It's literally like walking into a painting, but with way more bikes. Seriously, there are bikes everywhere. Speaking of bikes, I totally rented one and tried to blend in with the locals. Keyword tried. I may have almost crashed into a canal, but hey, at least it would have made for a good story, right? We wandered around the canals, checked out some vintage shops, and ate our weight in stroopwafels. I learned that the best way to eat a stroopwafel is placing it on top of your hot drink and let it warm up for a few minutes. The caramel filling will soften and become even more delicious. Next up, we're exploring the Bourtange district, which is supposed to be super trendy and cute. I'm talking cobblestone streets, independent boutiques, and some good coffee. The Bourtange district is vibrant and lively, with its trendy cafes, art galleries, and boutique shops. And one of the most poignant places to visit is the Anne Frank house. It's a deeply moving experience that offers a glimpse into history. Walking through the rooms where Anne Frank and her family hid during World War II is both humbling and inspiring. Art lovers, don't miss the Van Gogh Museum. It's home to the largest collection of Van Gogh's masterpieces. And let's not forget the picturesque canals that light up beautifully at night, creating a magical atmosphere. Whether you're exploring by foot or taking a canal cruise, Amsterdam's lively atmosphere is truly captivating. So, next we are going to Veluwezoom National Park, which is apparently the oldest national park in the Netherlands, established in 1930. And let me tell you, it is the perfect escape from the city. We're talking rolling hills, dense forests, and the cutest little deer you've ever seen. Like they were straight out of a Disney movie, no joke. It's so peaceful and serene. The park is known for its extensive network of trails, including the famous Posebank route, which offers stunning panoramic views. Besides deer, you can also spot wild boar, red deer, and even Highland cattle roaming freely. The park also has a rich history, with several historical landmarks and ruins that tell the story of the region's past. Make sure to stop by the visitor centre to learn more about the park's history and its unique ecosystem. Try to watch the sunset over the rolling hills. You'll feel completely rejuvenated and connected to nature in this magical place. Okay, you guys, buckle up because we're about to dive into a place that's basically a real-life Instagram filter. Keukenhof Gardens. Imagine millions of tulips. Millions? It's insane. If you were a bee, this place would be your Coachella, you know? And it's not just tulips. We're talking hyacinths, daffodils, all those springy blooms just going off. I'm talking fields upon fields of color. It's actually kind of overwhelming in the best way possible. You could literally spend the whole day here just wandering around and taking pictures. And let's be real, that's what we're all here for. The best time to see tulips in the Netherlands is usually mid-April to early May, when the flowers are at their best. And even if you're not a flower person, you have to appreciate the sheer scale of this place. It's like the Dutch really said, we're going to create the most extra garden ever. And then, they actually did. Alright, next up on our Netherlands adventure, we're hitting up Kinderdijk, which is basically the most Dutch-sounding place ever, right? It's like saying cheese and wooden shoes in one word. But for good reason, because this place is literally where those iconic windmills come to life. We're talking 19 of those bad boys, all lined up along the canals like something out of a fairy tale. And these aren't just for show, okay? They were actually built back in the day to drain the land, which is peak Dutch engineering. They basically told the water, nope, we're building a country here, and then they did. And you can actually go inside some of the windmills, which is pretty cool. It's like stepping back in time, you know? You can practically smell the wooden gears and hear the wind whistling through the sails. Plus, you can get some seriously epic photos, which, let's be real, is the most important part. Okay guys, get ready for Zaanse Schans, which is basically a big open-air museum. Like, imagine if you took all the cutest, oldest houses in the Netherlands and put them in one place. It's so picturesque. And the windmills? Don't even get me started. They're literally everywhere and they're actually still working. They use them to grind spices, make oil and all sorts of other stuff. It's crazy. Plus, you can totally watch them in action, which is super cool. And you can also go inside the houses and see how people used to live back in the day. They even have these little shops where you can buy traditional Dutch souvenirs like clogs. Yes, clogs. I'm telling you, Zaanse Schans is like stepping back in time, but in the best way possible. Like, imagine if Instagram existed in the 17th century. This place would be blowing up. Alright guys, we're about to enter the most charming village you've ever seen, Giethoorn. They call it the Venice of the North, but honestly it's even cuter than Venice. No offense to Italy or anything. Imagine this, canals everywhere, but instead of gondolas, you have these little boats called punters. And the houses, forget about it. They're all thatched roof and adorable, like something out of a fairy tale. And the best part, no cars allowed. You literally have to walk or take a boat to get around. Talk about peaceful vibes. I could totally see myself living here, like writing poetry and wearing flowy dresses all day. Seriously, if you're looking for a place to relax, escape the city, and just soak up some beauty, Giethoorn is it. Alright, back to nature, but like next level nature. We're talking the Hoge Veluwe National Park, and this place is huge, like seriously massive. We're talking forests, heaths, even sand dunes. It's kind of crazy how diverse the landscape is. And the best part, they have these free-to-use white bikes scattered all over the park. So you can just grab one and bike around, feel the wind in your hair, pretend you're in a Dutch movie montage. It's very freeing. But hold up, it gets even better. Because nestled inside this park is the Kröller-Müller Museum. And guys, this isn't just any museum. This place houses the second largest Van Gogh collection in the world. Like what? So yeah, you can spend the morning biking through these stunning landscapes and then have your mind blown by Van Gogh in the afternoon. Talk about a good day. Okay, Delft. This is one of those towns that just screams charming. It's like stepping into a fairy tale, but like a Dutch fairy tale. Think canals, cobblestone streets, and these adorable houses with gabled roofs. And if you're thinking blue and white pottery, you're totally on the right track. Delft is famous for it, and it's literally everywhere. Like plates, vases, little houses, you name it. It's actually really cute, and makes for great souvenirs. But Delft is more than just pretty things to look at. It's got this really chill, artsy vibe. It's a university town, so there are tons of cool cafes, vintage shops, and students just hanging out. Honestly, if you want to experience that quintessential Dutch charm, Delft is the place to be. It's like a little slice of Dutch heaven. Okay guys, buckle up, because we're about to dive into a real-life fairy tale. Like seriously, this place is straight out of a Disney movie. We're talking about the Haar Castle, the biggest and most extra castle in all of the Netherlands. Imagine strolling through these perfectly manicured gardens, the castle reflecting in the water. And the inside? Don't even get me started. It's like stepping back in time with ornate furniture, tapestries, and secret passageways. I'm not even kidding about the secret passageways. Apparently there are tons of them hidden throughout the castle. Like, can you imagine just stumbling upon a secret room? Honestly, the Haar Castle is one of those places that just makes you want to dress up in a ball gown and pretend you're a royal. It's that magical. Alright, you guys know I'm a sucker for a good beach day, and let me tell you, Scheveningen is the place to be. Imagine like, the cutest little beach town with the softest sand, sparkling blue water, and the coolest pier ever. We're talking Ferris wheel rides with panoramic ocean views, cotton candy that's bigger than your head, and the freshest seafood you've ever tasted. It's basically the perfect recipe for an Instagram-worthy day. But it's not just about the beach, though. Scheveningen also has this super cute promenade with the cutest little shops and cafes. You can totally spend hours just wandering around, soaking up the sun, and people watching. Honestly, Scheveningen is the perfect mix of chill beach vibes and exciting attractions. It's definitely a must-visit if you're ever in the Netherlands. Okay, so we're on to Haarlem, which is like this super cute town. It's giving low-key vibes, but in a good way, you know? Like, you can totally chill here, but there's also a ton of stuff to see, so you won't be bored. First up, the buildings. Guys, they're old. Like really, really old. Think cobblestone streets, crooked little houses, and these massive churches that are straight out of a history book. I'm getting major vintage vibes, and I'm not mad at it. Haarlem is also known for its art scene. Apparently, a bunch of famous Dutch painters lived here back in the day, so there are museums everywhere. And don't even get me started on the shopping. So many cute boutiques and vintage stores, I could literally spend all my money here. Like, I'm talking one-of-a-kind finds, vintage denim, handmade jewelry. It's seriously dangerous for my bank account. Okay guys, get ready to have your minds blown because we're headed to Bourtange, which is basically a perfectly preserved, star-shaped fortress town. Yeah, you heard me right, star-shaped. How cool is that? So, Bourtange was built back in the 16th century to defend this part of the Netherlands, and it's seriously like stepping back in time. Think moats, drawbridges, cannons, the whole 9 yards. Wander through the narrow streets and check out the old houses and shops. They even have a museum where you can learn all about the history of Bourtange, which is actually pretty interesting. But the best part? You can climb up on the walls of the fortress and walk all the way around the town. The views are insane. You can see for miles in every direction. It's so cool to imagine what it would have been like to defend this place hundreds of years ago. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming travel adventures. Now, I'm dying to know, which of these amazing places in the Netherlands would you visit first? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, I'm off to plan my next trip and eat more stroopwafels. See you in the next video.